Everyone, good afternoon. A very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. I'm Saral Nashir with you once again today with this next part of this series of 1000 most expected questions for QA. Okay, it is the part 9 that we are having today. In this series, we discuss some questions which are quite expected from CAT's perspective. Basically, we are saying that concept wise, they are quite similar to that what CAT would be asking you. And through practicing these questions, we just want to achieve a level where we feel that whatever kind of questions now would appear, I would not at least lose my confidence. Plus, I would know whether this question is doable or not. Should I leave this question? Should I do this question? That's the main purpose of these sessions, I would say. Practice makes a man perfect, and that's what we are going to do in these sessions as well. A lot of practice. So let's start with the first question on our screen without any delay now. Here is the first question. Try it and give me the answer. Hello Rajesh, good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone else. I hope I am audible and visible to all. Would like to see how fast you answer this question. Let's have a competitive environment here itself so that we are also, doing questions or trying questions fast enough. एक प्रैक्टिस हो जाती है हमारी उस तरह की, because ultimately in the exam you have to do them as fast as possible. तो यहीं से कोशिश करना शुरू कर देते हैं. The surface area of the resultant cuboid that gets formed by placing 5 ice cubes adjacent to each other on a table like a plus sign, each of whose side is 5 centimeters. Is there any answer that I can expect from all of you? Haven't seen any answer yet. Okay, so let's start doing it now. The surface area of a resultant cuboid that gets formed by placing 5 ice cubes adjacent to each other on a table like a plus sign. Though I would not call it a cuboid, right? It does not look like a cuboid. It's a different structure that is going to be formed. But the point is, he's saying that such that they make a plus sign. So, like if this is one of the ice cubes, so one of the ice cube would be put over here. One of the ice cube would be put over here, one ice cube will be put over here, and one ice cube is here. Now it makes a plus sign. So there are 5 ice cubes that you currently see on your screen. These are the 5 ice cubes. Of course, I am only showing you in the 2D version, but actually they are in 3D because these ice cubes are generally in the form of a cube. So question says each of the sides is 5 centimeters, right? अब वैसे भी ice cube इसीलिए बोलते हैं क्योंकि वो cube ही होती है cube की form में, and each side is 5 centimeters. So question is, what is the surface area of this resultant cuboid? I would say that when I talk about one cube, let's talk about one single cube. So in one cube, you would see how many surfaces are there. Just have a look at this. This is the top surface. This is the bottom surface, right surface, left surface, front surface, and back surface, right? So there are 6 surfaces in one cube. Now there are 5 cubes put together. So can I say these 5 cubes will have a total of 30 surfaces, right? These 5 cubes will have a total of 30 surfaces. And question is saying what is the surface area of this resultant cuboid? Now some of the surfaces would be hidden, right? Some of the surfaces, they would be hidden because they would not be visible to us now. So which are the surfaces which are hidden to us? So these two surfaces are hidden. That means this surface of this cube and this surface of this cube. Similarly, the two surfaces here are hidden because they match with each other. Two surfaces here, they are also hidden. Two surfaces here, they are also hidden. So I have 8 surfaces hidden over here. I hope you are getting my point. 8 of the surfaces that I see, they are hidden over here. So 8 surfaces are hidden over here. plus some more surfaces would be hidden, which are basically on the, because they are on the table, so the surfaces which are there on the downside, they are also not visible to us. So I mean the base of this cube is not visible, the base of this cube is not visible, the base of this cube is not visible, and the base of this cube is not visible. So four of these surfaces are further there which are not visible to us. So we have a total of 12 surfaces which are not visible. I hope you are able to get my point. I have a total of how many cubes? I have a total of 5 cubes. He has already given us that there are a total of 5 cubes. Now in these 5 cubes, I see a total of 30 surfaces because each one is of, how much area? Each one is of ultimately sorry, yes, each one is of 5 into 5, that is 25 area. Out of these 30 surfaces, 8 surfaces are here, 8 surfaces are here, 8 surfaces are here, 8 surfaces are here, right? Plus the surface below this cube, below this cube, below this cube, and below this cube, 4 of them are also missing. Rather, I forgot one more. इसके नीचे वाला जो surface, even that is not visible. So ultimately, how many surfaces are visible to us? So I have only, sorry, 12 plus 1, 13 surfaces are not visible. 30 minus 13, 17 surfaces are visible to us. I hope you got it. यहां थोड़ी सी मिस्टेक कर गया मैं, 12 plus 1 13, मैं फिर बता देता हूं. These two surfaces, इसका ये वाला surface और इसका ये वाला surface. Similarly, these two surfaces, similarly these two surfaces, and similarly these two surfaces. That makes it 8. The bottom surface of this, bottom surface of this, bottom surface of this, bottom surface of this, and the bottom surfaces of the middle cube. So 8 plus 5, 13 surfaces are not visible, 17 surfaces are visible. अगर 17 surfaces visible है तो total कितना बनेगा? 17 into 25, and 17 into 25 is 425. This is the total surface area which is visible to us. So B option 425 is the right answer for this question. I hope it is understood, right? How is SIBM Hyderabad? It's picking up, Sonali. I'm in new college, we can't say much about this. Of course, SIBM Pune and SIBM Bangalore are still much better than this, but SIBM Hyderabad comes. Even SIBM Bangalore has not been that good that you can say कि वो SIBM Pune के level पे चला गया. तो Hyderabad is further below that. Probably not worth taking at this stage. Only the brand name you might get there, SIBM का, otherwise nothing. Chaliye, that was question number 1. I'll move on to question number 2. Here is the question. Please give me the answer. Let's see how many of you get it right. Question number 2 on your screen. The sum of the interior angle of a regular polygon measures up to 1440 degrees. What is the difference between each interior and exterior angle? Difference between each interior and exterior angle. That's what the question is asking you. 36, 72, 108 and 144 are the 4 options. This looks like an easy question. I'm sure you would be able to do it fast enough. So let's start doing this as well. Sum of all the interior angles of a polygon is 1440. What is the formula for that? It is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. This is equal to 1440 degrees. From this logic, I can say n minus 2 is 1440 by 180, that is equal to 8. Or I can say n is equal to 10. So by this, I got the value of n as 10. Now, what is the difference between each interior and exterior angle? Now, each interior angle of a regular polygon. Total sum is 1440. There are 10 angles. So, divided by 10, each interior angle would be 144 degrees. Each exterior angle of a regular polygon, it is given by 360 divided by n. which is equal to 36 degrees. So 36 is each exterior angle, 144 is each interior angle. The difference between them is 108 degrees. So therefore my answer is option C, that is equal to 108. Chinmay Pandey is the first person who has answered, and he has answered correctly. I would expect more answers in the upcoming questions as well. These questions are not that difficult that you cannot answer. So please try to answer, because a practice would be good enough only if we, make it more interactive. We try to give answers as well. So let's move ahead to the next question. Question number 3 on your screen. It is here now. Find the answer for question number 3. Can I have any answer here? In a large circular pool of 20 feet diameter, two frogs start swimming from east and west ends of the pool, named A and C respectively, towards a worm on the circumference of the pool at point B. What is the range of the measure of the angle ABC? So basically, angle ABC, it can lie from what to what? That's what he's saying. First option says it can be anywhere from 30 degrees to 90 degrees. Second option says it can be anywhere from 60 to 120. Third says 90 to 180. And fourth says 90 only. So once again, Chinmay Pandey has answered this question. So let's start doing this. देखते हैं क्या सही आंसर आता है इसका. So if I make this circle over here, he says the east end and the west end are A and C. So this is the east end, this is the west end, and they must be lying on the diameter. He has clearly given this as well, right? So east end and west end are these. And then he says, what is the range of the measure of angle ABC? So ABC की हम लोगों को range बतानी है. B point can be anywhere on the circumference. So B might be here. In that case, ABC would be this angle. B might be here. In that case, ABC would be this angle. B might be here. ABC would be this angle. B might be here as well. In that case, ABC would be this angle. या फिर आप यहां ले लीजिए, ABC would be this angle. So for all of them, we know that ABC is the angle formed in the semicircle. An angle in a semicircle is always 90 degrees. So D option is the right answer. Looks like a little difficult because a range is given to us, but actually it was not a question of range. Simply we could have said कि एंगल 90 बनेगा क्योंकि एंगल इन ए सेमी सर्कल तो हमेशा ही 90 डिग्रीज होता है. So by that logic, I could have said the correct answer for the question is 90 degrees only. That was question number 3 with the answer as option D. I'll move ahead now to the next question. Question number 4 on your screen. It is here. Give me the answer. Some of these questions would be very easy. Some of these questions would be difficult as well. That's how CAT is, right? CAT also gives you questions where some of them are easy, some of them are difficult. That's exactly what we are doing here as well. Any answer for question number 4? The semicircle is there with a radius of 7 root 2, and there are two non-overlapping circles of equal radius are drawn. These smaller circles are largest circles drawn, the largest possible that you can draw. Then find the radius of the smaller circle. Find the radius of the smaller circle. So let's start doing it now. करना शुरू करते हैं. So here is the semicircle with us, let's say. Okay. Now in this semicircle, we have made two circles. So this is one of those circles. And this is the another one now. And these are equal circles. So of course, I might not be able to make a proper circle here, but you can assume that these circles are just touching the right circumference here. Now this is the center of the semicircle. So this would be 7 root 2. That is the radius. This is the center of one of the circles. Let's call this as the small radius of the circle as r. So can I say this would also be equal to r, or I can say this would also be equal to r. And when I talk about this total length, the total length would be 7 root 2. Out of the 7 root 2, this is r. So ये बन जाएगा 7 root 2 minus r. Now use Pythagoras theorem in this triangle. I get 7 root 2 minus r whole squared is equal to r square plus r square. Iska square plus iska square is equal to iska square. So here I get 2r square, or let's take square root on both sides. I get 7 root 2 minus r is equal to root 2 into r. So 7 root 2 is equal to root 2 plus 1 into r. आर को मैं उधर ले गया, फिर आर कॉमन ले लिया, रूट 2 प्लस 1 बन गया. सो अल्टीमेटली व्हाट डू आई गेट एज आर? इट इज 7 रूट 2 डिवाइडेड बाय रूट 2 प्लस 1. नाउ 7 रूट 2 बाय रूट 2 प्लस 1 को ऊपर नीचे मल्टीप्लाई कर देता हूं रूट 2 माइनस 1 से टू रैशनलाइज इट. दिस गिव्स मी 7 रूट 2 into रूट 2 which is equal to 14 minus 1 into 7 root 2, that is 7 root 2, divided by root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1, that is root 2 square minus 1 square, that is 1. So the radius of the smaller circle is 14 minus 7 root 2, which is given in option A. So option A is the right answer for this question. Good afternoon, Anand Jaiswal. Right? Rather, in this question, I would say the options were also a little helpful for all of you. For example, if I look at 7 plus 4 root 2, how can this be the answer? The overall radius of semicircle is 7 root 2, so my small radius has to be lesser than that. तो C option तो वैसे ही आंसर नहीं हो सकता. When I talk about D, 14 minus 10 root 2, ये तो नेगेटिव नंबर है. How can this be the answer? तो बचते ही दो ऑप्शंस थे मेरे पास. One is 14 minus 7 root 2 and one is 7 minus 4 root 2. दो वो दोनों क्लोज हैं, तो उसमें तो थोड़ा सा हम लोगों को करनी पड़ेगी मेहनत. बट एटलीस्ट आई गॉट दैट मच. यहां तक तो मुझे पता लग गया कि ये तो मेरे आंसर नहीं हो सकते थे. दिस मच बिकम्स क्लियर फॉर अस. ओके. हालांकि इनमें भी अगर आप देखोगे ना, थोड़ा आइडिया मिल जाता है. रूट 2 इज 1.14 1.41. 1.4 into 7 is 9.8. 14 minus 9.8, that means it is equal to very close to 4.2. And 7 minus 4 root 2, this is very close to 1.4. Now radius of the semicircle is approximately 9.8. अब ये सोचिए, अगर एक 9.8 रेडियस वाला सर्कल बनाऊंगा, दिस इज 9.8, और इसमें अगर मैं यहां पर एक सर्कल बना रहा हूं, राइट, रेडियस ऑफ दिस सर्कल, कैन दिस बी 1.4? सोच के देखिए, इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल कि ये 1.4 हो जाए. आई होप यू गेट माई पॉइंट. राइट, 1.4 इज टू लेस अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट. अगर ये 1.4 ही है तो ये टोटल तो बन ही नहीं पाएगा ना 9.8. दिस इज वेरी लो. So I can straight away say कि ये भी आंसर नहीं हो सकता. Little idea could have given you the answer. Options are many times pretty helpful for us while doing questions of CAT. Just keep that in mind. They can be very helpful for us many times. I'm good, Anand. How are you? That was question number 4. Now I'll move ahead to the next question. Question number 5 on your screen. It's here. Let's see how do you answer this question. Here is question number 5. In a class of X students, 50 participated in cultural fest so far and 60% of them selected for next round. If 37.5% of the remaining students, remaining मतलब apart from those 50, उसका भी 37.5% आ जाते, then overall percentage would have become 50%. If 90% of remaining get selected, total who are not selected will be what? Can we have some answers for question number 5 now? Chale, let's start doing this as well. In a class of X students, 50 students participated in cultural fest so far and 60% of them are selected for next round. So 50 students participated and 60% of them, that is 30, got selected for the next round. The remaining students are X minus 50. Now question says if 37.5% of the remaining student get selected for next round, अगर इसका 37.5% select हो जाए, 37.5% is 3 by 8. So if 3 by 8 of X minus 50 are selected from here as well, then the overall selection percentage will be 50%. तो overall selected 50% हो जाएंगे. Overall selected कितने हो गए? 30 plus 3 by 8 times of X minus 50, it is equal to 50% of total. That means 1 by 2 times of total, that is X. Let us just solve it now. It has 30 plus 3 by 8x minus 150 by 8. It is equal to x divided by 2. Or x by 2 minus 3 by 8x is equal to x by 4. It is equal to 90 divided by 8. So I am getting yes, I am getting x is equal to 45. नहीं, कुछ गड़बड़ कर दी मैंने, एक बार देखिएगा जरा. So 240 माइनस 150, ये सॉरी x बाई 8 था, ये x बाई 8 था, तो x की वैल्यू यहां पे 90 आ गई. सो द वैल्यू ऑफ x फ्रॉम हियर कम्स आउट टू बी 90 नाउ. अब x अगर 90 आ गया, क्वेश्चन से सपोज 90% ऑफ द रिमेनिंग स्टूडेंट्स गेट सिलेक्टेड. सो यहां से तो 30 सिलेक्ट हो गए और रिमेनिंग कितने बच गए? अब टोटल अगर 90 स्टूडेंट्स है तो रिमेनिंग बच गए 40. He says 90% of them are selected, that means 36. So how many students are not selected? Students not selected here is 20. Students not selected here is 4. So not selected are 20 plus 4, that is 24. So B option is the correct answer for this question as well. That is option B. Number of people not selected for the next round is equal to 24 according to this, which is the right answer now. I hope you all got it. 50 स्टूडेंट्स में से उसने कहा था 60% नेक्स्ट राउंड में गए हैं, दैट इज इक्वल टू 30. और रिमेनिंग में से कहता है अगर 37.5% चले जाते, देन द टोटल ऑफ दीज टू वुड हैव बिकम 50% ऑफ द टोटल. सो टोटल ऑफ दीज टू आई इक्वेटेड विद x by 2. उससे हम लोगों ने x निकाला एंड देन वी गॉट द फाइनल आंसर. दो यू कुड हैव यूज्ड एलिगेशन हियर एज वेल. ठीक है, एलिगेशन का यूज कैसे करते? There are 50 students, out of which 60% are selected for next round. There are remaining students, out of which if 37.5% are selected for next round, overall percentage will become 50%. The difference here is 12.5. The difference here is 10. The ratio is 5 is to 4. So if 50 is equal to 5, then x minus 50 is equal to 40. 5:4 का रेशियो है, तो अगर 5 50 को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है तो 4 40 को करेगा. तो स्ट्रेट अवे मुझे नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स 40 मिल जाते विदाउट मेकिंग दैट इक्वेशन जो मैंने वहां बनाई है, और उसके बाद तो काम आसानी से हो ही जाता है. देन वी कुड हैव इजीली गॉट इट. I hope it is clear to everyone. I'll move ahead now from question number 5 to the next question, question number 6 on your screen. It is here. Give me the answer to this question number 6 as well. It's an easy question. I expect answers for this question. Let's do this now. It says in an election between two candidates, 20% of the population in the town did not cast their votes, right? So let us say the total population is 100. Total population is 100. 20% did not cast their vote. So 20 people did not cast the vote. How many people cast the vote? 80. 25% of the polled votes were invalid. So out of these, 25% were invalid. So 25% of this is again 20. These are invalid votes. So that means valid votes are 60. And he says the winning candidate received 56% of valid votes. So winning candidate has got 56% of this. So can I say the losing candidate must have got 44% of this? And difference between the votes would be 12% of 60. 12% of 60 is 7.2. Okay. So the difference between the votes of the winner and loser should be 7.2. But he says the winner won by 2340 votes. That means 7.2 is equivalent to 2340. 7.2 is equivalent to 2340. So 1 is equal to what? It is 2340 divided by 7.2. And when you solve it, this gives you 325. So find the population of the town. Population of the town is 100 into 325, which is equal to 3250. Yes, option C is the correct answer for this question number 6. Right? Now, instead of taking 100, you could have taken 100x initially. तो फिर 80x आता, 60x आता, फिर 56% of 60x, 44% of 60x. Difference would have been 12% of 60x, which would have been 7.2x. 7.2x is 2340, तो x आ जाता 325, और x को मैं initially put के I could have said 325 into 100 is the total number of candidates total population of the town. That's what the question was asking you. That next move on to the next question. Question number 7 is here now. Anand Jaiswal has got the answer very fast. Oh, you gave the answer for the previous question. It's a question from set theory now. But we got 325 there, Anand Jaiswal, rather than 300. When we divided, we got 325. Chaliye, let's start doing it. A class has 90 students and each of them has majored in economics or accountancy, right? So this is economics, this is accountancy. 3% of the students who have majored in economics, 3% of the students who have majored in economics is equal to 9% of the students who have majored in accountancy. So from here, can I say economics divided by accountancy is 9% by 3%? That is 3 by 1. That means the number of people who majored in economics is triple of the number of people who majored in accountancy. इकोनॉमिक्स वाले लोग जो है वो अकाउंटेंसी वालों का ट्रिपल है, right? They are thrice of the accountancy people. Find the number of students who have majored in economics if 10 students majored in both. 10 students majored in both, that means this area is 10. Let us say this area is A. So accountancy, according to this, is 10 plus A. So economics must be thrice of that, that is 30 plus 3A. इकोनॉमिक्स जो होगा वो 30 प्लस 3A होगा. नाउ टोटल इकोनॉमिक्स इज 30 प्लस 3A, जिसमें से बीच में 10 आ रहा है, तो इधर क्या आना चाहिए? इट शुड बी 20 प्लस 3A. इट शुड बी 20 प्लस 3A एंड ऑल ऑफ देम ऐड अप टू 90. सबको ऐड करके 90 आना चाहिए. सो 20 प्लस 3A प्लस 10 प्लस A is equal to 90. So 4A is equal to 60 or A is 15. If A is 15, this number is 15. This number is 65. Question is asking that how many students have majored in economics. It is 65 plus 10, that is 75. So 75 is the right answer for us. The number of people who have majored in economics is equal to 75. I hope this is also clear to all. That was question number 7. I'll move ahead now to question number 8. On your screen, it is here. Looks like another easy question. Let's see how many of you can do this fast. Here we have question number 8 now. Let's do this as well now. Question number 8. Parth spends 30% of his salary on house rent. Once again, I'll assume his salary as 100. So he spends 30% on house rent. So 30% goes for house rent. Remaining is 70. From that 70, he spends 20% on food. So from that 70, 20%, that is 14, is went on food. Remaining is 56. From this 56, he says 20% is gone on remaining for commuting to the office. तो इसका 20% निकाल लेता हूं. 20% of this is 11.2. This is for commuting only. तो बचा कितना हमारे पास 56 minus 11.2 is 44.8 and 25% of this remaining salary spent on internet. 25% का मतलब है वन फोर्थ मतलब 11.2 will go on entertainment. The remaining is 44.8 minus 11.2, that is equal to 33.6. This remaining salary is 16,800. So 33.6 into what should be 16,800. That's what I have to see now. Okay, कि कितना आता है ये. So I can see that 336 का आधा होता है 168. इसका मतलब इसका 15 टाइम्स हो जाएगा, ये 1500 टाइम्स आ रहा होगा. So 1500 times of 33.6 is this. Find the house rent paid by part, that is 30. ठीक है, तो 1500 है तो इसका सॉरी ये 1500 नहीं 500 कहना चाह रहा था मैं. 500 है, 500 into 30 is what he spent on HR, that is equal to 15,000. So D option is the correct answer here. 50,000 is the total salary. So I see that answer given by Nisarg is A. Nisarg आपने एक गलती कर दी बस उसके अंदर. You have given the total salary of the person. Question is asking house rent paid by Parth. So house rent paid by Parth is 15,000. So that is the right answer for this question number 8. And that brings us to question number 9 now. Here we have a question from profit, loss and discount. Question number 9 on your screen now. These kind of questions are pretty common in these exams. Let's have a look at this question. Twice the profit earned by selling the watch at rupees 1125 is equal to thrice the loss incurred by selling the watch at 675. So of course profit and loss are calculated on the cost price. Let us say the cost price is X. So when you sell it at 1125, the profit is equal to 1125 minus X. And when you sell it at 675, the loss is equal to X minus 675. And he says twice of the profit, that is twice of 1125 minus X is thrice of the loss, which is X minus 675. तो यहां से आ जा रहा है मेरे पास 2250 minus 2x is 3x minus 2025 और 5x is equal to 4275. यहां से x की वैल्यू क्या आती है? 5 8s are 40, then 2 and 5 5s are 25 and 5 5s are 25. So I get the cost price as 855. क्वेश्चन कह रहा है फाइंड द प्राइस एट विच द वॉच इज सोल्ड टू गेन ए प्रॉफिट ऑफ 20%. आप इसमें 20% का प्रॉफिट भी चाह रहे हो. सो 20% ऑफ दिस इज 171. जस्ट ऐड देम. इट गिव्स यू 1 plus 5 is 6, 7 plus 5 is 12, and then 10. 1026 is the right answer for this question number 9. The correct answer for the question is 1026. Of course, you could have done this question by other methods as well. If you just visualize it well, 1125 is here, 625 is here. Somewhere in between, we have the cost price. So this is profit, this is loss. Twice of profit is equal to thrice of loss. Twice of profit is thrice of loss. So if this is 3, this should be 2. So that iska double or iska triple barabar, right? But the difference between them is how much? It is equal to 325 plus 125, which is equal to 450. Okay, 325 plus 125 is 450. So if 5 parts are equal to 450, one part is 90. One part is 90, that means 2 parts are 180. So I can say cost price is 675 plus 180, which is 855. So without equations also, with a little bit of logic we could have done this question this way as well. एक बार 855 आ जाता है तो 20% ऐड करो, you get 1026 as the answer. That was question number 9, and that brings us to the last question of the day, question number 10, which is here. Let's see who does it correct now. Now we have question number 10, the last question for today. What is the right answer for this question number 10 now? Anyone can answer this question, the last question of the day? Chalo, let's do this last question now. Pawan incurred an expense of 600 to make a gift article. He sells it to a wholesaler at a profit of 40%. So Pawan sells it to wholesaler. He got it for 600. He sells it at a profit of 40%. That means he sold it for 840. The wholesaler modifies the articles by spending an additional 200. Wholesaler spends another 200. So now the cost for the wholesaler becomes 1040, and he sells it to a retailer by making a profit of 20%. So he sells it to a retailer by making a profit of 20%. So 1040 plus 20%. So 20% इसका होगा 208. 208 इसमें ऐड कर देते हैं. It becomes 1248. If the retailer now sells at a 25% profit to the customer, अब ये 25% profit पे sell कर रहा है आगे customer को, so 25% profit पे बेचेगा, find the amount paid by customer. So this price is 25% more than this. अब 25% इसका कितना होता है? That is 1/4. 1/4 of this is 312. Add कर दीजिए, you get 1560, and that is the correct answer for this last question. That is question number 10. I'm sure you all got it correct. Sir, कोई mistake किया आपने छोटी सी, but I'm sure you have got your mistake now. That what mistake have you made? That was the last question of the day. Please keep coming to these sessions, guys, so that we have a good practice of all these questions. Yes, we have a long time to get now, but still, if we just keep doing these 8-10 questions every second or every day, of course, we'll be at a very good position by the exam. Please keep that in mind. A little work from your side every day will take you much above the other people. So keep coming to these sessions. Also, if you are looking for a CAT 2024 preparation course, then we provide you the most comprehensive course. And how good is that? For that, you can get a 3 days free trial access now. Go to our app, put your mobile number, start a free trial. You can get an access to all our material, all the pedagogy, all the videos which are there, the conceptual videos, async videos. Just see them and you'll get an idea that why are we calling it the most comprehensive exam preparation. And after that, of course, you can take a decision of joining us. Plus, if you're looking for Maharashtra CET specialized course, yes, we do have that as well. And we have started recently that course for that, because this is for this Maharashtra CET that is coming up in the 3-4 months. In this course, you will be provided 55 plus live classes, 50 plus recorded live classes, 250 plus pre-recorded async classes. Basically, they have all the concepts being recorded in a studio, 12 mock tests, right? And 3,500 plus practice questions. That means enough material to prepare for Maharashtra CET. So if you just do all of these, you'll be very well prepared for Maharashtra CET exam. And this all is currently at a very nominal price of 4,800. 12,000 is our MRP, on which 50% off is generally that we provide you. And now there is 20% off further is going on that. So it is currently at 4,800 rupees. So do take benefit of this course. Also, we are having our first all India open mock, that means free for everyone, from 19th of January to 28th of January. So basically by writing this exam. It's absolutely free for everyone. Of course, you'll get to know about the exam structure, what is there, the how is the interface and all those things. Plus, we will be giving you a proper analysis of the paper. You will also be able to find out a proper strategy for the exam. What should I be doing, right? Where are you strong? Where are you weak? So all those things would be there in this exam. So do write this exam from 19th of January to 28th of January. And also on 21st of January, we have a session with Srinivas sir at 11 a.m. And this session would be on BYJU'S exam prep app only. And he'll be talking about specifically quant strategy in the next 12 months for CAT. So how are you going to prepare for quant? That's what he's going to talk about. Of course, there are some 11 or 10 and a half months are remaining. For about that, he'll be talking about in this session. Do attend this interactive workshop on the BYJU'S exam prep app. For any further questions, you can talk to our counselors by clicking on this button on the app again. Just click on that and they'll tell you whatever kind of problems you have. Okay. So you can also follow us on all these media handles. That's all from my side, guys. Thank you very much. I'm sure the session was useful for you. Please keep coming to these sessions so that we have more and more people and more competition among us. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye. Tata and take care.